Today we are going to do a follow-up. We have a little bit of a new set, so we have a little bit of a new attitude. Hello everyone, welcome to our latest video. Today we are going to do a follow-up on one of our previous videos about pain and how to deal with chronic pain, and how actually I had decided to no longer let pain invade my body. What a ridiculous thing. That, of course, pain is going to, in some ways, invade my body, but I want to look at it differently. I want to receive that message differently. I want to answer that message differently. So I'm going to tell you what I've learned spiritually and clinically, or in the realities of things. So first off, the realities of things. I've actually started to look at the nervous system. I'm very lucky that I have a daughter who is studying kinesiology at this moment, so her courses in human anatomy are helping me to see where actually all the nerves are and what might actually be happening in my body. Because of the lump on the back of the neck, I actually get pain sensors at different places in my back. At first, actually until I found this out, I was really nervous about it, because I would get a pain behind my heart, I would get a pain over here. Now I've found out that in the central nervous system, coming from right where the lump is, there's actually a nerve that comes down and hits right here and here. So that is in all likelihood the cause of that pain. Whew, does that ever make me feel better? Because it gives me the idea that the lump is actually the root cause. And because the lump is actually the root cause, I can identify it, I can actually insulate it, and I can work towards living with it in a way where I actually don't feel victimized, where I don't feel as though my body is working against me and that I have a hill to climb. Instead, I am looking at this, and let's just move right into the spiritual side of things. I am looking at this as a lesson to be learned in some ways, and because, as I've told you before, I believe very much that my psychic energy runs in my blood. Very, very, very much. I believe actually that the body's blood is maybe an equivalent, a barometer for your psychic energy. And when your psychic energy gets a little stocked up, so does your blood. That is my opinion. That is my theory. That is what I have seen. Okie dokie, so looking at the spiritual side of things, what do I do to make things flow? How do I allow myself to move my own blood in some way? Now, you might think that's darned impossible for me to learn how to move my own blood. Of course it's not. You ever go for a jog? You're moving your blood. You ever do yoga? You're moving your blood. You ever have an orgasm? You're moving your blood. You're moving the fluids in your body. You're making your central nervous system work. So, all those things I just talked about are all beautiful things. There are wonderful things that move your blood. There are good things that move your blood, and there are bad things that kind of stop your blood. So, when we think about it like that, move towards the good things. Move towards the things that actually move your blood, that make you happy, that make things flow and move and allow you to let go in this world. Because I believe that sometimes when we have chronic pain, very, very much, we can start to become victimized in our heads, and then we can start to think that we're stagnated, that we have absolutely no recourse but to stay in pain or to take a pill so we don't have to feel it anymore. What if you're actually feeling it for a reason? What if the powers that be are actually sending that pain sensor in your body because you're supposed to pay attention to something? What if actually you told them to do that, for goodness sakes? What if you actually signed a little contract that said, hey, every time you want my attention, do it through here? But you're not remembering that. And then when you actually go to figure out what the messages are, if you're taking a medication to dull those senses, you're not going to figure out the messages. Now, Bobby, don't tell people not to take painkillers. I'm not going to tell you not to take painkillers. But I am going to tell you that if you do not know what your body is saying, you may never be able to actually understand what your body wants from you or what your body is trying to tell you, because your body is the way your soul talks to your mind. Very much. There are lots of other ways for your soul to speak to your mind, but your body is a very, very, very strong map for your mind to actually follow. Look at where your pain might be. Look at when your pain might hit. actually, because you know it peaks and it valleys, look at actually how you are receiving the pain. Are you doing that? Of course you are. It hurts. Try to find the light within the dark, the ecstasy within the agony. It is kind of there, because if you've been through some internal agony, it's really weird how it roller coasters you up and down in that sort of emotional way. So try to look at the positives. And that is all I can say, is try to look at the positives, because for me to just say look at it as a positive would be a little bit asinine, don't you think? Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it helped, and I hope it informed in some sort of way. We're just starting at the looking at the pain point of things right now. Next video, we'll actually talk about how to look at the pain and then move it through you in a different sort of way. Little bits at a time. If you would like to reach me, I can be reached at trinityyogaandspiritualservices.com. trinityyogaandspiritualservices.com. I'm also on Instagram at Bobby Roundtree, Born Medium, and I'm on Facebook at Bobby Roundtree Spiritual Medium. I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching this video. I super appreciate it. Namaste.